we're going to explore a story about a single choice, a single vow, one so powerful, so absolute, that it literally changed the course of destiny itself. Think about it. What is the greatest sacrifice anyone can make for love? It's a question we see in so many stories, right? But what if that love isn't romantic? What if it's for a parent? Imagine this. To make your father happy, you have to give up everything, your future, your family, your own name. That very question, that's what our story is all about. So let's dive right in. We're at this incredibly tense moment. We have Prince Devavrata, the crown prince of Hastinapura, and he's just been given an impossible choice. A choice between his own future and the happiness of his father, King Shantanu. Just imagine it for a second. Devavrata is standing there, in front of the chief of a fishing village. You can almost feel the river flowing behind him. The air is just crackling with tension. And the chief lays down this unbelievable condition for his daughter, Satyavati, to marry the king. He says her son, and not Devavrata, must be the one to inherit the throne. Right there, at that crossroads, his duty is demanding the impossible. It's a choice that's going to define everything. You know, what's so incredible when you look at this is his resolve. I mean, just look at his face. There's no hesitation, no reluctance. It's not a decision he's struggling with. It's like he has this sudden divine clarity. He saw the way to make his father happy, and just like that, he chose sacrifice. And this is where we get to the absolute heart of the story, the vow. A promise so powerful it wasn't just meant for the people standing there. No, this was a promise that would shake the heavens themselves. A promise that would define this man forever. So he raises his hand to the sky and the vow begins. You can feel the wind pick up, the river starts to churn. It's as if nature itself is holding its breath, knowing what's coming. And he says, "I vow lifelong celibacy." And he doesn't stop there. It's like the entire world just stops. The sky grows dark with just this one divine light shining down. Think about what he's giving up. It's not just the throne, it's the very human desire for a family, for a legacy. And he continues, "Never shall I marry, never shall I father a child." And then comes the final part of the oath, the part that seals everything. It's a complete renunciation of everything. It's so important to remember why he's doing this. All of it, for one reason, his father's happiness. And his last words seal it. "I renounce all worldly desires." Now, you can't make a vow like that and not have the universe notice, right? What happens next isn't just a few people being shocked. Oh no. What follows is a cosmic event. This is the moment a prince transforms into a legend. And you can see the scale of it right here. This wasn't just some promise made on a riverbank. The heavens themselves trembled. The gods, they were watching. Celestial beings appeared in the sky. And then this beautiful, divine rain of flowers began to fall. It was the cosmos itself acknowledging what just happened. So you have the gods watching from above, but what about the people on the ground? They were just speechless. The fisher chief, the villagers, they were completely stunned, just staring in awe. They knew right then and there that they had witnessed something that had never happened before and would never happen again. And as those celestial flowers land on his shoulders, the change is complete. He's not Prince Devavrata anymore. He's not the heir to any kingdom. He's something else. He is the living embodiment of that incredible vow. And from that moment on, he was known as Bhishma. And that name, Bhishma, it means something very specific. It literally means he of the terrible or formidable vow. His whole identity, from that day forward, was completely tied to that awe-inspiring, almost terrifying promise he made. Okay, so the vow is made, he has a new name, but what happens now? What are the immediate consequences of a sacrifice this huge? How does it change things for him and for his father? That ride back to the palace must have been something else. Because the man who left that morning was a prince, you know, with a whole royal destiny ahead of him. But the man who returned, he wasn't really a prince anymore. He was something different, a symbol of absolute, unending duty. And what about his father, King Shantanu? When he found out what his son had done, just for him, his heart must have been completely torn. On the one hand, can you imagine the pride, the absolute devotion of his son? But on the other, just this deep, deep sorrow for the future his son had just thrown away. The crown, a family, all of it, gone. So at the time, this act was celebrated, right? It was seen as the ultimate sacrifice. It made the king happy. But you can't just change the line of succession so drastically and expect everything to be fine. This vow, as honored as it was going to have consequences, ripples that would affect generations, and eventually set the stage for one of the greatest wars ever known. Which leaves us with this huge question, doesn't it? What is duty when it costs you your entire future? Bhishma's vow, it came from a place of pure love. But maybe, in stopping one small problem, he created a much, much bigger one. So you have to wonder, was this incredible act of duty a blessing for the kingdom? Or was it actually a curse that would one day lead to its ruin?